What is network marketing?
Network marketing, it is a distribution model for companies who have products that they want to sell and they don't want to go through traditional distribution. They set up a network of independent distributors who are going to take a good product and move it to the marketplace using word-of-mouth advertising. That's as simple as I can make it.
How big is this industry?
It's about almost $200 billion a year in revenue. All the companies included, $200 billion a year in revenue. The commissions paid out to the sales reps and the distributors that are helping those companies distribute their products. They get paid about $200 million a day worldwide.
Okay. Some of these companies are like Amway, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And I guess Avon calling.
Sure.
People consider that a pyramid.
Yeah.
Is it a pyramid? Because they say it's not the product, it's the distributor.
Yeah, some people think it's too good to be true. And frankly, if I'm honest, that part of that reputation is earned. And I'll tell you why. The average rep out there just can't help themselves. They're so excited about the opportunity that they have.
They embellish.
They exaggerate like crazy. They go nuts. They say that it's easy when it's not easy. It's an entrepreneurial venture. Entrepreneurship is tough. They say it's going to be fast. They say the product sells itself. And if all those things were true, the companies wouldn't need the distributors. And then they exaggerate on the product too. They say the product cures this and it's magical that and it sells itself, all that nonsense. And because of that, it sets this crazy expectation in the average person's mind that sounds way too good to be true. And when they get involved, they try it, it doesn't live up to the expectation. They go, I guess this thing is just whatever.
So they get carried away.
They get carried away. The only way anybody gets paid is to move product. They got to move product through that distribution system, right? Now, the second thing that helps is when you grow a network of people doing the same thing. You sell product, you make a high commission. You build a team of people selling the products, you make a lower commission, but on a larger group of people, okay? So the larger group of people does give you leverage, but nothing happens. Nobody gets paid for the act of recruiting a team. They only get paid when the product moves to a consumer.
Why do people join these companies? What is the attraction?
You know, I think, Larry, people are ready today more than any other time in history to be their own boss. Technology is wiping out jobs. Technology is wiping out industries. The human value is going down and down and down as technology goes up and up and up. And people are saying, I don't want to fit in some other system anymore. I want to be my own boss, but they don't know how to do it. Do they have a good product? Do they have enough money? You know, do they have the expertise in order to be able to do it? But if there was a way for a person to start their own business without a lot of risk, and they could flex that entrepreneurial muscle, see if they have the chops, they're interested. So it's making a big difference. People are taking that step. You know, we talk about posers, we talk about amateurs, and inside of network marketing for decades, it was filled with pros and amateurs, people trying to get something for nothing, people crossing their fingers and getting involved like a lottery. What I tell them is, you know, look, if you're gonna do this, just decide to be a professional. Learn some skills, give it some time, it's worth it, but it's not gonna be easy. Set proper expectations and go out there and show the world that network marketing isn't perfect, but if you have an entrepreneurial bone in your body, it's better. It beats any other entrepreneurial venture for the average person.
For most people,
no question.
For most people, is it a side job?
Yeah, I think most people start there. Yeah, I mean, that's one of its great benefits, is people don't have to walk away from their job in order to be able to start this. Like a traditional business, they might have to walk away from their job to start.
You do this on Thursday nights and Saturdays.
A lot of 5, 10, 15 hours a week.
Do a lot of people start to make money right away?
Some. It depends on the person. Here's one of the fallacies that everybody's going to win inside of network marketing. Everybody doesn't win. You know, a good chunk of people get involved and don't do anything. And that's true. 90% of real estate agents never sell a single home.
I know.
Okay? So most people who buy a book don't read the book. They have it. It's sitting there. They haven't read it. They paid for it. Same thing's true. People get involved in network marketing and they don't take the next step because the price of entry is so low. For like under $1,000, a person can start a business. You know what it takes to start a real business.
Sure. What do most newbies get wrong when they're trying to build a business? What's the biggest mistake people make?
They set unrealistic expectations. They'll give it 3 years in a traditional business.
But they don't have a boss in network.
I understand. But they'll invest 65 grand on average in the United States to start a traditional business. They'll expect it's going to take 3 years to get payback in that traditional business. And in network marketing, if they're not getting results in 30 days, they're like suicidal. You got to give it some time. You got to develop some skills. You got to learn some stuff here and not expect this to be magic beans you drop into the ground and it's going to grow up into heaven. It's going to take some work. Most people get involved, they expect something for nothing, or at least expect to do less work and get more results. Here's what it's going to give you. This profession is going to pay you fairly for what you put into it, but it won't limit how much you can put into it.
How do you find a company that's best for you to represent?
Combination of things. Number one, find a product or a line of products that you can believe in, you get emotionally attached to, that you can promote with integrity.
Where do I search this?
You can find those online. You can search the top 100 companies. You can do that. Number two, find a company that's in integrity with you and you feel can stand the test of time. Because there's a lot of good products out there and companies screw it up because the company's not strong enough. If the company's strong enough, they'll solve the problems. Find a compensation structure that's fair. Find a support system inside of that organization that will help you leverage your efforts. And maybe find a timing situation where you've got a pretty decent timing situation, a balance of risk and reward. They've been around long enough, but not, they're not the house that's been for sale for 30 years on the corner of the block that makes you nervous to even look at them. Find a timing situation where you can tell a good story.
All right, you're going to be a network marketer.
Yeah.
First thing you do.
First thing you do, in my opinion, is you've got to realize what you got involved with. That's what GoPro did, is it helped people understand that network marketing isn't perfect. It has its challenges, but it's better than any form of entrepreneurship on earth. There is no other form of entrepreneurship for the average person that can beat this. No one can debate me on this subject. No one can beat me on this subject. It is indisputable. It's better. So people need to realize what they're involved in, how powerful it is, how timely it is, how sexy it is today to be an entrepreneur. Then they need to develop some skills. They can't just cross your fingers and hope for the best. You got to develop some new skills inside of network marketing because skills build confidence. Confidence will have you take some more action. More action will give you some more results and you can start moving. Those would be the basic things I would say to an average person to give them the best possible chance to move forward. Just don't be one of these boorish amateurs that crosses their fingers, buys a network marketing glorified lottery ticket, goes and talks to 3 or 4 people, hoping that those people will sign up and do something. They don't have to do anything.